YouTube, what's going on, fam? It's your man Fresh the Best, coming back with a video. I had a few, things jotted down what I wanted to chop it up with y'all about, but somehow it got deleted from my phone, so we just gonna chop it up, you know what I'm saying, and we gonna freestyle what come to brain, and we just gonna make it happen that way. So what I wanna be talking to y'all today about is another story time. You did. This story time gonna be about, as far as, being homeless, you know what I'm saying, being homeless, sitting up there, giving your energy to people who, don't even obtain the right energy within themselves. You can't expect a person to want better for you if they don't want better for themselves. So that's why a lot of times we'll find ourselves in these karmic, soulmate type of situations, and we not understanding why we keep going through the bullshit we going through and why we keep on getting the same outcome. You keep getting the same outcome and you keep going through the same bullshit because you not realizing that it's a karmic situation just as well as a soulmate type of situation. You only looking at the soulmate part of the situation. So when all these red flags come up and it's letting you know that this is a situation that you have to, basically you have to tap into yourself and heal yourself. A lot of times we'll think, we'll sit up there and think, I gotta make this relationship right. I gotta make it right with my people. Not realizing that the whole situation is only happening for you to make yourself right. You know what I'm saying? That's what the karmic part is about. Yes, your soulmate, but they only your soulmate, in that moment. You got many lifetime soulmates. You got many of those. So don't get caught up on thinking that just because the feelings for somebody is super deep, or, it feel like y'all have a good bond, that's where the end all be all is at. Because there's other people out here that's ready to treat you right. There's other people out here that's ready to do right by you because you doing right. But the people who, you get in these situations with, and it's a karmic situation, they not there to do you right. They just there to teach you a lesson and show you what you need, a blessing on. So once you open your eyes to that, knowing it's half the battle, now you can allow God, the higher powers, whatever you want to call it, you can allow that energy to come into your life and help heal, that past trauma, that past pain that's been radiating in you, but you just suppressed it. You never went and dealt with it. So that's when we come into these type of situations. But I'm just making this video today so that way y'all can avoid those type of situations, and you can learn from, what the fuck I done been through. You dig? Because I done been in situations, with people, and I'm thinking that, just because it was a feeling that I never felt before, as far as positive energy and negative energy. It was a traumatic type of situation that I never experienced before, and it came in the form of the love I had been missing. It came in the light of something that was needed at the time. I had plans on moving to Arizona at the time, and this situation just so happened to come into my life, and redirected my path. So I want you to understand that not all the time when you have a plan is it going to follow through. God, like I said, God energy, it allows the devil to come into your life and play a part in your life for a moment to see, would you pass the test. The devil come in your life to steer you in the direction. May not be the direction you want to go, but it's the direction that God needs you in, so that way you can learn the lesson and become a blessing to the next person who need, the blessing from you. But first you got to learn your lessons and gain your blessings. You can't bless nobody else until you healed yourself, until you understand the relationship and the motherfucking things that you went through. Until you understand that, you ain't gonna be able to help nobody else understand why they keep on falling into the same patterns, getting the same people, or getting the same person within different people. You keep getting the same person within different people is because you haven't done nothing to change yourself. You ain't did nothing to change yourself. Your mindset's still the exact same when you was with that last person. Your diet, you doing all the same things, eating, saying the same things, but you expecting to change. No, all you gonna do is get another person that's just like that person. And that's the last thing you want to do if you're trying to actually build yourself. You don't want people in your life that don't want better for themselves. If they don't want better for themselves, they damn sure not about to want better for you. And you could believe that. But yeah, I had, fucked around and became homeless because of the situation, multiple times. Sitting up there trying to put my blessing into a person who never even wanted to learn their lesson. I'm seeing something in a person that they don't even want to see in themselves. That's the last thing you need to do. It's cool to see the good in people, but it's only so far that you can take a horse to the water. You can't make them drink it. You see what I'm saying? So you can show a person who they are and what they're capable of, but you can't make them be that. And that's where I was falling short. Sitting up there trying to make a person be who they really, don't even have no intentions on being. They ain't got no intentions on being that person, then just let it be, you know what I'm saying? Bless the situation and move on with your life. That's when you gonna learn, okay, that was a lesson for me. Now I could take something from that and I can, better the next situation. But if you just constantly, continuously failing this lesson that God is putting in front of you, the test, then you're gonna have to keep going through that lesson, whether it's with the same person or a different person, and you're gonna have to pass the motherfucking test before you can move on to the next stage, before you can get a new person in your life that, rock with your energy, or you can help them rock with your energy. But until then, it's just gonna keep on continuously being toxic situations that end on a bad note because it was simply built off of a faulty foundation. It wasn't built off of nothing that's tangible, nothing with substance, just a bunch of sweet fabricated words for a monetary gain or a momentary gain. You see what I'm saying? So don't be out here settling for less, man. I was sleeping in front of motherfucking hospitals. I was sleeping in the parking lot in hospitals, sleeping in my old job parking lot, in my car, you know what I'm saying? Due to the fact that the person I was dealing with, one day we'll be cool and it's lovey-dovey, then the next day, they got their ass on their shoulders and don't want me around them. You dig? But we in a new season now, and all that chasing and trying to get a motherfucking blessing. I ain't with that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't in the stressing and depressing. I'm in the uplifting and making people understand who they really are. So now that we in that season, I'm fully healed. I'm fully, tapped into my God power, and I understand that nothing or no one, is greater than me. No situation could come into my life and have more power over me than I do. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can come around and control anything that has to do with me more than I can. So that's just all I wanted to talk to y'all about today, man. Just the simple fact of understanding yourself, understanding who you are before you try to get in a situation with somebody else and actually build them up. You're not going to be able to do that until you actually know who you are. So with that being said, it's Fresh the best, man. If y'all got any love for me, I'm sending that back at you tenfold, 100.